Okay everyone, this is JG559 and welcome to another TOTW episode. It's a day late again, I'm sorry about that. Last week it was because my internet went down and I had to, I couldn't upload it on the day I was supposed to. And this time it was basically, I didn't feel too well yesterday. And we want to do the best we can each episode. Anyway, I'm alongside Anti742 as always.
Buongiorno.
So anyway, this week we're actually doing a James Bond special.
See, we have specials within specials, people.
Yep.
We're prepared.
The idea of this basically was, we've never talked about James Bond or anything like that on a Topic of the Week episode before. So we thought, why not just combine it all together and just do a big James Bond special.
And plus it was 50 years of Bond last year, so...
Yeah, and the other reason for it was because we didn't know what else to do for a topic, basically.
Yeah. But we're Bond fans anyway, so it's a good topic for both of us.
Yeah, I just want to say before we get in, the link to the website we'll probably fix. Actually, we will fix
it's
this.
Fixed. It's fixed by this week. It's fixed.
Yeah, what was it? .tk we put on it.
Yeah, we got a domain. It's topic TOTWentertainment.tk. It's in the descriptione.
So it's fixed, yeah?
Yep, link's been fixed since I was emailing back and forth with the guys. I got it last week. So you go over to TOTWentertainment.tk. You can hit us up over there. There's a link directly to our YouTube channel. You can read a bit about us. Which also, guys, if you didn't know, we have a schedule, our recording/reporting schedule. That is all on the About page. So you can just take a look at that there. But I think it was January is on Fridays and then the rest is on Saturdays or vice versa.
Yeah.
That will be updated once the month of January is finished. And then there is also a contact sheet, so if any of you guys have any concerns, questions, or any topics that you think we should use on the podcast, feel free to go over there. As we say, the website is still under it's still under design. We're still we're still building on it. But as we say, it's up and running anyway, as it was broke last week, I believe it was. But yeah, everything's fixed. They're still working on the website, trying to get it looking good. But that's all we have for now. So, as Jay said, check the website, check our social media links, check anything, all the links below. Anything that we post, you guys can find in one cumulative place, though, which is our website. So that's pretty cool for you guys and us having our own website.
Yeah, because we also have the playlist to season 1 and so far in season 2. So if you've missed any episode, you can check that out down below, I suppose.
Yeah. The link will be in the description. Everything's up to date on the playlists.
Anyway, let's get into the first Bond topic, which is our favourites of each Bond film, and then our favourite Bonds. We were originally going to do the top 10, but we struggled to think we struggled because we like so many of them to pick 10 basically.
Pick 10 out of however many movies it's been. And
sort out the order. It was taking us a while, so we just decided to do this. Before this, we've got the honourable and dishonourable mentions. We'll start off with dishonourable.
Let's go.
First one is Moonraker. I felt like it's just really far-fetched, and it's the worst of Roger. And I'd probably say it's probably the worst of all time. I feel like they did Jaws no justice in that film. Like, Jaws was a great character, but I just didn't like how they used him in that film, to be honest.
I was saying this to you before. I found it rather ironic that you said that, because it was the I have all the Bonds on the disc set except for I forgot the recent Bond's name. Good God.
Skyfall.
It's Daniel Craig. I've got all the movies in one big box set. It's a collector's box set, and I was super hyped that I got that a couple of years ago. But yeah, that was the one movie, Moonraker, that has actually gone missing from the collection because it got stuck in an old TV, and I forget what brand it was, but they still owe me from a maintenance repair that they did.
Yeah.
So they've got your worst Bond movie of all time?
Yeah, so Ant's basically got all the collection of Bonds, but except for the worst one, basically.
Yeah, well, in your eyes, Roger Moore's my favourite Bond. Anyway, because we can go off topic, that's what we do. I digress. More dishonourable mentions, please.
Next one, me and Ant both agreed on this while we were going over our lists on Our Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah.
George Lazenby was just the worst Bond by far. His acting skills, well, he wasn't deserving to being a Bond.
He was thrown in to split up a gap where Connery, I don't know what happened, but I'll probably look into it myself. It was like all Connery, then that one, and then Connery again, and then they went to Roger Moore. It was like, he's basically a gap filler because they probably had, like, Connery was busy doing something else because he's Sean Connery. So it's like, what can we do? It's been like 8 years, so they threw him in. That's an exaggeration, by the way.
Yeah, I've actually watched this one, like recently. The story it's strange.
I just thought of this scene and I did not get it in the movie. I've watched movies with weird scenes before, but this is a fucking James Bond one. And it was the scene where he goes into that girl's room and like everything's psychedelic and it like really weirds me out. I'm like, is he tripping balls on LSD or something? I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, and then she starts like she starts listening to the guy's voice over the speaker.
Yeah, and then they all have the bloody record. It's fucking freaky, man.
Yeah, it's weird. I just don't like it.
It's like it should have been an Austin Powers spoof of James Bond, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's actually...
Just from that scene, it's like it shouldn't have been a James Bond movie, because it's taken the mick.
Yeah, even though a lot of people don't like the gun barrel in this film, I actually like it, the way he drops down to one knee. But
yeah, dropped to knee.
The only thing is, like, at certain points, like, I don't know what went wrong, but it's like he's walking but not moving, if you get what I mean, at certain points. You'll have to watch out for it.
Been so long since. Well, there was an interview lately with Pierce Brosnan, and I forget what I watched it on, but I'll try and send you the link over. Do you know whenever I think he did a ski scene?
Yeah.
In one of the Bonds, and he was just on the back of a snowmobile.
Yeah.
And it was I believe it was the Swiss Alps. I found it interesting and kind of funny. He was kneeling on the back of a snowmobile with Joe's ski sticks.
Yep.
They literally cut them in half, and he was just making some weird motion, like weird like ski motions.
Yeah.
And that's all he had to do. He didn't actually go skiing. He was just bouncing up every now and then, pretending to. And then he said that the locals, because they have to they take the ski slope for themselves.
Yeah.
While they film, it was like they were all expecting the James Bond to do some big entrance at the bottom, and it was just Brosnan in the back of the snowmobile. But I found that rather amusing. Like one of my favorite Bonds is just doesn't ski.
Yeah, because they expect James Bond to be able to do everything like he can in the films.
James Bond, he can do get in a room that's been blown up, do a sunset barrel roll flip thing and land on us. Yeah,
I'm not sure if a sunset barrel roll flip thing exists.
It's a real thing. I just came up with it. Look it up. Just let me read the Wikipedia page first.
So shall I continue on with the...
Yeah, I got majorly distracted. Just go on. I speak of the England.
Next one, Quantum of Solace. Me and Ant, the storyline, it carries on from Casino Royale, and I feel like with this film, it like with the beginning of the Daniel Craig saga, they try to do things different to the rest of the films, but I feel like it works in Casino.
They modernise the Bond, don't they?
Yeah, it works in Casino Royale. It didn't work in this film. Storyline's weird. The gun barrel was really bad. It was at the end of the film, and he walks too fast.
That's right. He was at the end of the film, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he walks too fast. I like the Skyfall one, but I don't like this one. And the Skyfall one was at the end of the film as well.
As I said to you, I've been to see every Daniel Craig movie, or Craig if you're American, since they've came out, which is only 3, I know, but Casino Royale, I enjoyed that, and I remember that like it was yesterday when I went to see it. Quantum of Solace, I completely forgot what that was like.
Yeah, same.
Until I was searching it before, like looking up the images and stuff, and looking at clips, I was like, What one was that? I don't know what one that was, and then there was Skyfall, which I just find get over all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if
because there was meant to be a movie between Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace, weren't they? It was going to be called something else because they have the game for it.
Bloodstone?
Bloodstone or something like that, yeah, Bloodstone. So I've got the game for it. That was meant to be, allegedly, that was meant to be a movie.
Really?
Yep, that was meant to be. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what I heard from a friend. He said it was meant to be a movie, and they said they said that they wouldn't do it because they didn't have funding or something. So that's why they went right to Quantum of Solace.
Anyway.
Was Quantum of Solace the one with the big outdoor performance? And, there was projections and people singing really high in the air.
I'm not sure.
I think it was because it was a fucking tripping balls moment, and I was like, can he just run up the side of the scaffolding without looking at it? It was weird.
Oh yeah, that was a Casino Royale with the chase over the scaffolding and stuff.
No, not that one. It was Quantum of Solace. It was a massive projection board, and they were running up the side of it and shit. Anyway, I digress. It was a tripping balls moment, on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
And the final dishonourable mention, Die Another Day.
You got to die
another
day.
I feel like it was really far-fetched. All Bonds are far-fetched, except not really the key guns. Well, sort of, but...
I get what you're trying to say. It was it's far-fetched, but to a point where it's believable. Because it's a spy movie, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that really turns me off this film is... where his DB9, I think it was the DB9.
Was it green, or was that something else? No.
Oh no, that was...
That was the convertible car, wasn't it?
Yeah, his DB9 can turn invisible and stuff. They call it the Vanquish.
Yeah, they called it it was the DB9 Vanquish, and they called it the Vanish.
Yeah.
I remember that scene because he threw something around in the train station, didn't he?
Yeah, and they also had the one where he can destroy the glass with his hand or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
been a while since I've watched Pierce Brosnan's movies.
People don't seem to Die Another Day like me, but one thing that people have disliked on it I actually do like is the gun barrel. I don't know if you remember this, but Pierce Brosnan does have the best gun barrels in my opinion. It is true.
Say that again.
Pierce Brosnan does have the best gun barrels in my opinion.
I don't know what it is about Brosnan, but he's just a great actor, and no matter what movie, like I said to you before, in November Man, I believe it was called. Let me just check that. Yeah, November Man. He played. He was really awesome. He just has this
charm.
Not charm, but this eerie type feeling, but it's not eerie feeling. I don't know. He just plays the role of a spy so well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Pierce Brosnan. If people couldn't tell.
Anyway, back to the gun barrel. The thing that people didn't like was the bullet actually comes out to you sort of in 3D, if you get what I mean. I don't know if you remember this, but anyway, a lot of people don't like that. People don't like the gun barrel getting fiddled with much, but I like it.
Yeah, because it's one of those classic things, isn't it? That you just don't mess with.
Yeah. So anyway, would you like to get into the honourable mentions?
Yeah, I'm just actually taking a look right now at the Die Another Day Pierce Brosnan gun barrel. Anyway, yeah, my honourable mentions. Only I think we have 4, same as you.
Yep.
My first one is Never Say Never Again, which was never. I don't believe it was released onto DVD. It wasn't, to my knowledge anyway. It was never released on DVD. It was a remake of Thunderball, and the reason why it was called Never Say Never Again was because that was when Connery actually said, "I will never play James Bond again," or "I will play Bond never again."
Yeah.
And then the director wanted to get back at Connery and say, "Never say never again." So that's one honourable mention, but it was a good film for what it was. I remember it. I've watched it I think twice. The other honourable mention was a Roger Moore movie, For Your Eyes Only. That was a pretty cool movie.
Probably one of the better Roger ones.
The other honourable mention. Oh yeah, okay, cool. The other honourable mention from Roger Moore was Live and Let Die. Now, to me, I don't know about you, but to me, that was one of my favourite Bond movies.
Yeah, I feel like it sort of has like a different feel to the other Bond films. It has.
It's like a creepy feel, isn't it, type of thing?
Yeah, it has its own, like from the beginning to start to end of the film, it has its own era, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, like that movie really like made me think that I could buy a magnetic watch. I couldn't do the back of women's dresses just by walking up to them, but I can't buy one. They're not real.
One of the better songs as well.
It is. Live and let die. Paul McCartney, I believe, sang that.
I think so. Or one of the Beatles.
It was Paul McCartney and someone else. And the last honourable mention was Tomorrow Never Dies, which is a movie that James completely forgot the name of.
Yeah, like I don't know where it is that
as you
film.
recall it, the other Brosnan movie.
I can never remember the name of that film.
All I remember from it, and it was again, this was from research before, was I remember the car was the BMW. I think that's about it.
Yeah, like a lot of people remember that. Like he gets into the back seat of the car and drives it as a smoking
Oh,
circle.
that's the one that I remember that movie now. I'm a smart bunny. Anyway, yeah, I'm a smart bunny. People, if you don't know, I'm a bunny rabbit. I also have another mention. It's just something I thought I would throw in there. The GoldenEye game.
Yeah, you said you were going to mention that.
NES, was it NES? I can't remember. Was it NES?
I'm not sure. I remember I had it on PS2, but
I did too. I played it on PS2, and then I played it on an emulator, but it still didn't give you the real feel of the GoldenEye game. It was on. Doing my quick research. It was on. Yeah, it was Nintendo, so I was N64.
yeah, I forget how good the old Bond games used to be. Like,
there's actually I don't know if you watched. Do you watch Jimmy Fallon?
no.
No, but well, he had Brosnan on. I think it was to promote November Man.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And one of the things they did, they set up an N64.
Yeah.
And they got Brosnan to face Jimmy.
Yeah.
And do you remember the split screen multiplayer?
Yeah.
They got Fallon to compete against Brosnan, and that Brosnan lost, unfortunately. Bond lost to a TV presenter, but I love Jimmy Fallon. Anyway, now we're going to get into, as we've done the honourable and dishonourable mentions, we will get into our lists. There was a condition for these lists. It was you could choose one movie from each Bond, and then you chose your favourite movie from that. I mean, we were going to do an overall movie, but we kind of came to a crossroads. Anyway, Jay, if you want to get into your list.
I think the way we should do it is
you say one, I say one.
Yeah, like we'll say.
TOTW style.
I'll say my Sean one. You say yours.
Yeah, cool. Oh, can I just say, this is a disclaimer. People, every list we ever do, we always have something the same. So we always go, oh yeah, cool, I had that, great, next one. For this list, we actually don't.
Yeah, we actually.
Come on.
No.
I hear that. Yes, we deserve this applause. Yes, thank you so much. We actually read over our lists because we're smart.
Yeah, we actually went over our list to make sure we don't have the same stuff.
And we wasn't actually forced into choosing we weren't actually pushed to choosing a different one.
We just did.
It just happened, except for maybe a original one. But I digress. JMS, your Bond movie, please, sir.
I hate to don't be one of the guys that say like the originals are always better. Well, like you basically.
Yep, I am that guy.
But my favourite Sean Connery movie, I was torn between a couple, but I've got to say it would have to be Dr. No.
Dr. No.
I just feel like it sort of is like the definition of what a Bond film should be like. I love the gun barrel. I love everything about the film basically. I wasn't too keen on Diamonds Are Forever, to be honest. I feel like that was a Sean Connery film, sort of in the style of a Roger Moore film. I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah, no, I see where you're
But yeah, I go with Doctor No.
Cool. I remember Doctor No. That was a kick-ass Bond movie. For me, I was torn again. I was torn between Doctor No and this option, which is my one is Goldfinger, and I chose it purely because, as well as the fact that Jay chose Doctor No, I chose it because of the one line in the movie, and it's "Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That line is so iconic in and of itself, but also I just really enjoy the movie. It's such an awesome movie, for original Connery style.
Yeah. So anyway, we're not going to do George Lazenby because he did one film,
No.
and it wasn't good.
Hey Jay, what did you pick for George Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service? Really? So did I.
Jokes.
See that we would have, if we did that, we would have had the same option.
And we wouldn't have
And
nothing
we've
good to
avoided
say
it
about
in
the
this
film.
list. So, Monsieur Lazenby, I ain't gonna join you in tripping balls in some woman's room listening to a man's voice. We do not choose that. Mr. JG5599, please choose your original movie.
Mine would have to be The Spy Who Loved Me. I remember I used to love watching this when I was a bit younger. I love the skiing scene. I believe it was at the beginning of the film. Sorry, I haven't seen the film in ages.
Yeah, I think it was at the beginning.
I love the skiing scene. Like, it's probably one of the better opening scenes. I love the style of the film. And this was also the first film that Jaws featured in. And Jaws...
You're forgetting one major thing.
What?
Submarine car.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Submarine Lotus.
This was also the first film that Jaws featured in. And I feel like Jaws could have been... they could have used them a lot better. I feel like it would be good if they brought Jaws back into a modern day film.
He was used rarely in the film, wasn't he? In the movies, he was used rarely.
Yeah, I think he was in like 2. I know he was in Moonraker and The Spy Who Loved Me.
Was it 2? I can't think off the top of my head, so yeah, I think it was 2.
Yeah, they basically ruined him in Moonraker, but whatever. Go on, would you like to get yours?
Yeah, cool. Roger Moore, for those who don't know, which I don't think anyone does. Roger Moore is my favourite Bond of all time. I know people who be like, oh, what, it's Connery because he's the original, but no. For me, it is Sir Roger Moore. Sir Roger Moore. That's how much I love him, I don't know his title. But yeah, Roger Moore, for me, one of my favourite Bonds, the favourite Bond for me, of all time. And my favourite one, as we say, we mentioned Live and Let Die, which is a great film. But this is the one that me and Jay were torn between, and I chose the Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
And now there are a couple of reasons for this. One being the actual golden gun itself. That was a cool ass gun. Do you know the way you could how would you say it? Disassemble the gun.
Yeah.
Into like what was it? There was a pen, a pack of cigarettes, and something else. I think it was that was cool to me. And just think like as a kid watching it. I mean, obviously not when it came out, but. Yeah, that was cool. The actual, do you remember the jump over the broken bridge?
Yeah.
That was cool. That just that watching that was awesome. And the thing is, they actually did that jump.
Really?
There was no CGI, no wires, no cables. They actually got a stuntman to do that jump.
I didn't actually know that.
And he nailed it. Because if you remember, he has to go over the bridge and then he jumps it again.
Yeah, it could have went horribly
wrong.
wrong.
Nailed it both times. And that to me is just a kick-ass. And then, of course, the other reason is who doesn't want 3 nipples? just have 3 nipples.
For Timothy Dalton, we only had 2 to choose between, but mine was The Living Daylights. I wasn't a fan of the Timothy Dalton films, to be honest, but I didn't like the direction they were going in with Bonds for them, but I'd say The Living Daylights for me was the better one.
And for me it was License to Kill, not because we only had one option left, but I actually do like License to Kill. That was one of my favourite Dalton films, but he only did 2. But it is a favourite Bond film. Not favourite, but favoured.
Yeah.
Brosnan?
For
your Brosnan?
for me, I went for Goldeneye, which was Brosnan's first one. I'm not gonna get into that yet, but I love this film. I like the way they had 006 and he turned his back on Bond later in the film.
Yeah, that's cool for the story. That was kick-ass.
Yeah, there was a few far-fetched moments where he jumps off the bridge on a motorbike. I think it was off a cliff. On a motorbike at the beginning of the film and lands in the airplane. I think something like that. But anyway, I really like it.
That was I remember that. But the very first scene is where he bungee jumps off the dam, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is how you open a movie.
Yeah.
His head is like an inch away from a rock.
There was some great action scenes in this film, and
there was, and then especially the end. And spoiler, he dies. 006, that is. My favourite Brosnan movie is The World Is Not Enough, and this is one of the Brosnan films. In case you're wondering, that Jay actually does remember. He does remember this one.
Yeah.
It's not like the other one, which I've actually forgot the name is.
No, you're forgetting
Tomorrow Never Dies. There we go. Got it.
I actually couldn't remember it again.
I forgot it for a second there. But yeah, the World Is Not Enough for me. Just the villain was awesome. That was the one where do you remember the villain? He couldn't feel no pain. He couldn't feel pain.
Yeah.
I think his name was Reynard, something like that. Yeah, Reynard. He was because the bullet was lodged in his brain.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that to me, that was a cool movie, and I think that was one of the selling points for me. Actually, was the that villain, like he couldn't feel pain. So it's like, how the fuck is Bond gonna defeat him? And plus Denise Richards doesn't look too bad in either.
Anyway, going on to Casino Royale.
Daniel Craig. Spoilers, Jay. God damn it.
If you didn't already realise, my favourite Dan Craig film was Casino Royale. I loved the beginning scene. I loved the theme of the film. I feel like it worked the way they tried to create a new era of Bond.
There was a new feel, wasn't it? A new feel.
Yeah, a new feel to Bond. So yeah, that's basically my reasons for that. I love the gun barrel in this film also.
For me, it is Skyfall. And not just because I forgot about Quantum of Solace completely, but Skyfall for me, I've watched that movie I think 4 times, maybe 5 times, and it still doesn't get old. Even though I went to the movies when it first came out, and I was like, oh my god! And then it was like, it's just like fucking everything comes together. Like you get the old school DB5 back. You know, you get to see where he grew up, or at least part of it. You know, it's just the entire movie. And then at the end with the new M, it's just the culmination of it just all comes together, and it's like, yes. Yes, that is how you make a Bond movie. Now, from where they're going to go to expand with Skyfall, after Skyfall, I don't know where they're going to go. But that was just a freaking great movie. And also, for those that know, getting into my facts, this is one of them. This is an extra fact. Amy Winehouse was actually recording this theme for Skyfall before she passed, and then obviously Adele took over, but the theme itself as well is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah. So anyway, our favourite Bond of all time. For me, I was torn between Dr. No and GoldenEye, but I ended up going for GoldenEye. How about you?
Me? Well, see, this is the thing. I am Mr. Indecisive. I really can't choose the greatest Bond movie of all time, and I was doing this when I was doing the research with Jay. I would look at one Bond movie and be like, yes, that's it, and then I'll get further down the list and be like, no, it's that one, and then further down and go, no, it's that one. So I was struggling. I like all of them, including, though it may pain me to say it, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. But it's just that I'm a massive Bond fan, and it's like I can't choose. I can choose a favorite Bond, but I can't choose a favorite Bond movie.
Yeah.
And it's like I just they're all so good. They're all such great movies, especially like as the advances. It's just they're just amazing movies.
Yeah.
Monsieur Ian Fleming, I give you applause of rounds. This is something that we didn't decide on. Do you want to choose your favourite Bond character, like your favourite Bond as in character?
The person who played Bond?
Yeah, your favourite Bond character.
Actor?
Yeah.
I'd probably go for me. I'd probably say Daniel Craig just because he brings a different feel to the Bond series.
Cool.
How about you?
Mine, as I said before, Roger Moore. I don't know why, but I really love Roger Moore. Plus, I have his autobiography or a biography. I can't actually remember which one it is, even though I'm looking directly at the book. Yeah, I think it's his autobiography. It was a gift, and I've read it, and it's such an it's the biography or autobiography is awesome. Sir Roger Moore, sorry. He's a great Bond. He's just, I don't know what it was, but it's like I can watch a Connery film, and don't get me wrong, Connery is amazing because I mean it's Sean Connery, and I'm not going to attempt an impression because I will insult everyone who is Scottish.
Yeah.
And I would insult Sean Connery himself, so I'm not going to attempt doing an impression. But to me, it's just, I don't know, Roger Moore has this feel to him that it's like he's my favourite Bond of all time.
Yeah. So anyway, shall we get into the next topic?
Ladies and gentlemen, the topic is Spectre.
Yeah, the newest Bond film. I haven't really been keeping up on Bond, but I ended up watching the Spectre reveal thing. I don't know what you call it. Before this, like I think yeah, it was yesterday.
Showcase? Would you call it? Sure, I don't know.
I don't know, but
we'll go with reveal.
There's a few cool things about this film. For one, they have a custom-made Aston Martin DB10.
Yes.
As well as
I'm the big Aston Martin fan as well.
As well as the Spectre, I believe that it's the only book they left to cover, but I'm not
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
I'm not completely sure. But anyway,
See, and the thing is also for us, like for me, or at least me,
yeah,
being a wrestling fan, Batista's in it.
Yeah, he plays Mr.
Also, he's
Mr.
playing
Hinks.
Hinks, and it's like, though, yeah, people be like, oh, Batista. It's like, yeah, fine. He may not be the best wrestler in the world, but he's the fact that his movie career has gone from, like, he did some small movies, I think.
Yeah.
And then he got the Guardians of the Galaxy gig playing Drax.
He's actually better than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty good actor, and now becoming, you know, like, being in one of the longest running movie franchises in in the world. And it's like, it's not like only a franchise, it's basically the franchise.
Yeah.
It's James Bond, for Christ's sake. I mean, not everyone can say, oh yeah, you know, former pro wrestler, did a couple of movie gigs, oh yeah, no, I was in James Bond.
Yeah.
And plus the thing is, it's not like you'll see actors get like some form of side role or like a secondary lead role.
Yeah.
Like Hogan in Rocky 4, was it? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, like he opened
Rocky
up the.
3, I think was Hogan was against Rocky. He got a gorilla press, and it was like, yeah, great. It's like, no. Dave has actually got a really good gig, like in this Bond movie, and it's like, I actually, you know, it's like he kind of like, it's like he does deserve it.
Yeah.
Just like you know, getting a role like this. I'm sorry, I can go on like this for days, people. Can I just say, the custom DB10. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful car, and the booty on that thing is, you know, for the men out there, if you're a fan of art, you will not look anywhere else after this DB10.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's good. We're gonna have Blofeld in this film, since they didn't release an actor for him.
I always thought that there was going to be Blofeld when I was reading the bios.
But you never know. Maybe I feel like it's more likely, since this is Daniel's second to last Bond film. His presence is gonna be in around the film, but he won't appear till the next film, possibly. But I'm not too sure.
The DB10 kind of reminds me of a Mercedes.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry, I'm just really fun looking at pictures of it. It's like, it's a really fascinating, it's a great car.
So
it's a lovely looking car.
Have you got anything?
Do you know what I just thought of?
What?
Top Gear will probably review this DB10.
Probably.
Because they did it for a reason. Guys, the topic that you have all been waiting for. It's facts with Ant. No, facts with Ant. No. We're working on the theme song, I'm sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, there's not any facts. It is Bond. James Bond. Related facts. And just because it's Bond, I think I'm going to go out on a limb and possibly do 10. So, you guys are in for a treat, a real treat. And beforehand, can I just say, Jay doesn't know any of these facts. Well, at least I've not told him, he may know them. Please reassure this fact. Monsieur James.
Yes.
This is true, yes. Anyway, I digress again. Fact number 1. It's a lengthy fact, so I'll try and shut it down. Shorten it a bit. Ian Fleming wrote Bond and an obituary. Sorry, I can't read. Jumps. An obituary for You Only Live Twice. And then from that, we actually learned that Bond's parents were Andrew Bond, a Scotsman, and Monique Delroy, a Swiss woman. He worked in a weapons company and travelled often with his family. Both his parents died when he was 11. Batman. Just kidding. He lived with an aunt in England, studied at Eton, which is actually where Ian Fleming studied. That's where he got his education. And Fetters College in Edinburgh, graduated from high school at 17, was recruited into the Royal Navy, also like Ian Fleming. And in the world is not enough is the Bond family tattoo. That's where you see that. And then this is when, again, Fleming was also at Eton, and he was recruited for naval intelligence like Bond. Number 2, for all those players out there, well, for those murderers first, Bond has killed, since Dr. No to Quantum of Solace, James Bond has killed 352 people and slept with 52 women. Again, that's a good record.
Yep.
Q's real name, Major Boothroyd, I believe that's how I say it, or Boothrod, is only mentioned in Dr. No, From Russia With Love, and The Spy Who Loved Me.
I almost forgot to say that we also have a new Q and Moneypenny in this film.
Yeah, we do. That'd be pretty cool to watch.
The Q actually looks really cool. I like it. The way he's like a young nerd type.
The new Q. I mean, obviously, rest in peace, original Q.
And then they have R.
Yeah. Anyway, fact number 4. Ian Fleming actually chose the name James Bond because he wanted a name that was, quote, as mundane as possible. Bond's namesake is actually the ornithologist Dr. James Bond, lifted from a bird-watching book. I knew that fact. It was from a bird-watching book that he had handy. These are a couple of people who actually got offered the role of James Bond. James Niven, Cary Grant, Patrick McGowan, Christopher Lee, Clint Eastwood, Burt Reynolds, Adam West, so we'd have Batman as Bond, Tom Jones, Liam Neeson.
Tom Jones.
God. Liam Neeson, that would be a cool Bond. Mel Gibson, Sam Neill, Hugh Grant, Gerard Butler, Sean Bean, and Will Smith. That wouldn't go. Fact 6. Stuntman Bob Simmons is the figure who appears in the opening gun barrel sequence for the first 3 Bond movies.
Yeah, I love the first gun barrel.
That is actually a stunt guy.
I know, I remember.
The 5 pilots who were flying the Pussy Galore's plane or rather in Pussy Claus Flying Circus in Goldfinger. Now, I do apologise to all the guys about this, but all the women who were in Pussy Claus Flying Circus were actually men in blonde wigs. They were not women, they were men in blonde wigs. Number 8. Casino Royale's car barrel roll stunt with the Aston Martin DBS. It actually broke the world record for the most barrel rolls assisted by a cannon. It completed 7 full rolls. I remember seeing that in the world record. This is going back to you with Jaws. Richard Keel, who played Jaws, he could actually only keep the metal teeth in his mouth for a half a minute at a time. So do you remember the chain he bit into at the pyramid in The Spy Who Loved Me?
Yeah.
That was actually made out of licorice.
Really?
Yeah. Think of how thick it was as well. Fact number 10. Sammy Davis Jr. actually filmed a deleted camo scene for Diamonds Are Forever. He was at the casino playing roulette rather. Ladies, germs, and people of all ages. Actually, you know what? No, we won't end there. I will add a couple more facts because we always do this. Remember the house that was used in Skyfall?
Yep.
Is actually the home of John Barry, who is the composer for James Bond.
Really?
Yep. The reason why Bond's popular in the US today, because President John F. Kennedy rather, actually said it was one of his favourite books. And it was sold out since then. And stuntman Bill Cumming was actually paid $450 bonus to jump in Largo's Shark Tank in Thunderball. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have came to the end of our James Bond special. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I have been N3742 with
JKM99. Well, not JKM99 now.
Yeah, changed his name. Ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to go down in the description to check out all our social links. Go follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, N3742JG5599, TOTW Entertainment or TOTWcast, depending on what you're looking on. Again, guys, be sure to check out the website that is actually up now. We're still working on the site, so it's pretty basic at the moment, but we're still working on it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, for watching, whatever you did, however you support this. Please like, thumbs up the video, and please like, comment, and subscribe also. And we would just like to thank you again for watching or listening. Thank you, and a good night.